With two Hall of Fame. Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the jam.
When Giannis starts to drive, the defense knows it's in trouble. He powers right through them.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
We think of Thompson as a beautifully gifted shooter, but make no mistake, he understands when and where to place the basketball when a teammate is open.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
Well, pick and roll is a crucial aspect in the NBA. Klay Thompson on time and on target.
Pass to Caruso. Hook loose. And here's James. Richardson for three. Knocks down the long J.
But Josh Richardson has a high level of focus, even from range. He's not going to be distracted.
And here's Thompson. Down low. Antetokounmpo. Bam. Antetokounmpo has got 8.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Pass to Richardson. Back to James. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Porter with it. And it's Antetokounmpo off the drive. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
Yeah, one of the most efficient inside scorers. Giannis just can't be stopped.
From deep, Sarr. He's off on that one. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Thompson for 3. Sarr pulls it in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with the Lakers head coach. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, VA.
And Allie, thanks. Stolen by Caruso.
Josh Richardson out in transition. You give this guy a little bit of open space and he will make you pay.
Here's Johnson. Kept alive.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
James outside. Pass to Sarr. Back to James. And a miss there on the triple. The Lakers trail. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Porter from outside. Drains the triple.
Just an uncanny ability to make shots from the corner. Porter Jr. using his skill set.
James deciding where to go with it. Shot's good by Sarr. Sarr's gotten his second bucket. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Outside Hunter. Launches it. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now, here is James. Pass to Sarr. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Sarr's got 7 points.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot. Hot!
Johnson with it. No points yet. Screen by Antetokounmpo. 4 seconds left. It's stolen. And at the end of 1, both teams putting up some points. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 1.
16. The Mavericks. 17.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Mavericks.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Adams a screen. Back to Payton. Pass to Buzelis. Sends it home from three-point land.
And with a smooth shot like that, I expect Buzelis to hit a ton of three-pointers during his career.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside. Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players. Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot.
LeBron on the go. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Sarr. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Sarr's got 9 points.
And defensively, you just cannot let Sarr get that ball in.
Whoa! Are you kidding me, LeBron?
LeBron James, ever the showman, with an exceptional slam there. One of the best dunkers in the history of the game.
So both teams changing it up here. Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. To the paint. Oh, Giannis, a rim rocker.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end. Ball
outside. 17-foot shot on the way. Misses off the right iron. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Puts it up from 12. Here's Robinson. Outside for Fultz. Clock at 6. Here's Ball. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Well, that's just a smart move by LaMelo Ball. Uses the screen to shake the defender. That's nice.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
To the middle. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here we go. Antetokounmpo drives in. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Oh, so physical and quick in transition. I mean, who would you rather have in the open court?
Lets it fly from 18. Ball no good.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Ball looks over the floor. Over Thompson. And Ball gets it to go.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo, left side. And now the Mavs on the run. Ball with it. Now Thompson defending. Ball right side. Pass to Robinson. The shake. And it's good on the lay-in.
LaMelo Ball has that basketball on an absolute string and always times his passes quite nicely.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Back to Ball. Pass to Washington. It's stolen by Johnson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's on it. Oh, look out! Giannis, unbelievable!
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
Here's Robinson. Ball outside. Duran, the screen. Goes up from the top of the key. Ball no good.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Here's Duran. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be right back after this word. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Outside Johnson. Now Adams. No made baskets yet. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's his
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw dropped for Johnson.
At the line for Los Angeles.
And he can't hit the second. Five to shoot. And it's rejected.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Offensive rebound. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to review the game plan. both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the board.
Los Angeles leading by 5. Right outside. To the inside. From 13. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And it's Richardson with the rebound. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Greg.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who'll keep things moving.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
To the paint. Adams. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
James with the ball. Now right defending. And here's Caruso outside. Pass to Duran. Richardson for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Back to James. Duran in the high post. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. And now an 11-point Laker lead.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Both teams will make substitutions. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Antetokounmpo outside. And they double up Antetokounmpo. To the wing on the left. Out to Thompson. Just 3 to shoot. Oh, and Clay makes that 3 look so easy.
At his absolute best, Klay Thompson rise and fire on the catch. Good night defense.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Alan. Thanks. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Back to Hunter. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Hunter with the ball. Picked up by James. Payton, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. Now, here is James. 6 points for him. Fires the 3. Artest can't get it to go. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Back to Hunter. 34 seconds left in the third. Outside for Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. And here's Caruso outside. Hunter with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 9. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Hunter on the wing. Outside Johnson. They get it back. The kick to Hunter. Back to Antetokounmpo. And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers ahead, up by 9. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time.
The Mavericks, 36. All right,
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He said to his guys, this one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Antetokounmpo with it. Richardson picks him up. The 3 from Thompson. LeBron with the rebound.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Pass to Richardson. And here's Ball. Ball ventures inside and converts.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Johnson. James with the block.
He could not get that one over LeBron James. Just perfect position, great strength, and send it back, Mr. James.
Takes a 3. And Dallas hits again from deep. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. The 3 from Ball. Giannis with the rebound.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Stolen by Ball. Pass to Caruso. Back to Ball. To take the lead. And the layup is up and in. Ball's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, in the paint, it's the length and the agility of LaMelo Ball to get things done around physical defenders.
Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball.
Coming into the ball, the Lakers. Number 5.
The Lakers trail. Outside Johnson. Pass to Buzelis. To stop the drought. Drops in the 3.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Here's our test. Inside. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Well, should any of us be surprised? If they need a bucket, LeBron says, get me the ball, and delivers once again.
Stolen by Ball. And a fast break now. The Mavericks on the run. Outside Richardson to the left side wing. It's James on the wing. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter here. A good look from Johnson. Ball with the rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Screen by James. Just 4 to shoot. James from distance. Easy work.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
Antetokounmpo. That's good. Antetokounmpo's got 22 points.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
James outside. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
And so it's Dallas with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. James with the ball. The kick out to Richardson. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Pass to Artest. James outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And there's only one option. They need a triple.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Grimes. Hunter off on that one. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And that'll...
Cavaliers. Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one following a loss to the Golden State Warriors. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys, but lost by a couple of buckets.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And here are the Cavaliers. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
Now, I asked him if he has any plan for dealing with the multi-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. He said it's all about balance. If you defend Jokic too aggressively, he'll just kick it out to other guys too softly, and he'll kill you inside. So balance is the key. Sounds like a tough balancing act to pull off, guys.
Thank you, David. The three off the mark. His first miss of the game, 1 for 2. Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Miller up on top. Here's Jokic. Pass to Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
And Jokic is one of the best passing big men in the game. He has a great feel for when to dish the rock.
Here's Thompson. Over Miller. Thompson with the bucket. And so it's Cleveland with it. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness to slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
Now, here's Johnson. Jokic with the steal. Here's Wiggins. Look out!
You're making the impossible look easy. Wiggins with the great creativity in the air. He typically hangs in the air a little longer than the average bird, though.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Well, Michael Porter Jr. is one of the premier shooters in the NBA.
And that size that he brings to that sweet stroke makes it hard to get to a shot. 6'10", shoots it with confidence, shoots it with great fluidity. And, man, is he special. And he's worked through some injury trouble early in his career. And now he's one of the more lethal front court players in the league on the perimeter.
Lakers trailed by 9. Johnson draws the double. Hunter, no one around him. And the Lakers with another miss. 1:53 left in the first quarter. Pass to Cousins. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Hunter on the wing. And that time, also a missed shot. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Jokic high post. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And that one drops for him. Jokic has got 9.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Johnson. He has yet to score.
Johnson with incredible athleticism and uses it to bully the defense there.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Cavaliers?
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
And so Giannis will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers, trailing by 10. Pass to Hunter. Johnson in the corner. Back to Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Giannis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Lakers trail by 11. It's hauled in by Wood. Murray outside. And it's Miller in the corner. He gets it up. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. He's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Antetokounmpo, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Pass to Jokic. Over Johnson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Jokic just got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
And here's the Lakers. 17-point game. Jokic with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. Wide open look here for Murray. Offline with the baseline jumper. Johnson attacking. Pass to Grimes. And the Lakers turn it over again.
Cavaliers substitution, number 15.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Thomas with the ball. hasn't made one yet. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Here's Johnson driving inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
That's what makes Cousins so dangerous. I mean, he can bully ball you inside as well as do damage on the perimeter.
And here's Cleveland. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
The reach, the athleticism, the timing, no surprise, Giannis swatted that one away.
Nice shot by Thompson.
Always eager to shoot the three, and on the fast break, he knows it's going to be there for him.
Murray outside. For the three. Here's Cousins. And Cousins throws it down.
Cousins doing a nice job using that big body of his to get another possession for his team.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Here's Giannis. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the night. And here is Suggs. Scoreless thus far. Outside for Jackson. To the middle. Pulls up. And it's Suggs missing. Lakers trailed by 17. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Right from outside. Cousins pulls it in. Jackson with it. Now right defender. Jackson misses.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
And it's Suggs missing. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Giannis says, get off me.
Can't let Antetokounmpo get deep positioning like that, because this is what happens.
Now, here's Suggs. Over to the left wing. Pass to Cousins. 2 on the clock. And so it's Cleveland. 13 points up at the end of the period. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screening. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Miller with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Miller's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Cavs. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Well, Clark, we know Nikola Jokic has many interests outside of basketball, like training his horses.
I love that about it. When basketball season is over, he knows exactly what he wants to do and needs to do to take care of his body, but he's not going to be a slave to basketball year-round. He's got other interests, and he's going to indulge and engage in those. He's got other passions, which I love seeing, and horses apparently one of his other passions for sure.
Thomas, it's a wide open look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Thomas got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Johnson surveying the floor. And it's sent back by Jokic.
What I like about Jokic defensively is what I like about him overall. Great instincts.
And it's Wiggins missing. Lakers trailed by 16. Pass to Johnson. Wiggins with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Wiggins. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Let me hear you.
Off the inbound. And here is Los Angeles now. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Connects from three-point range. Jokic has got 18 points.
Boy, plays with such an edge. His style is tenacious.
It's rebounded by Cleveland. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Pass to Thomas. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Thomas got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Cavs. Johnson right side. And here is Antetokounmpo. This one for 3. Again, Johnson missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Thomas surveying the D. To the paint. Here's Jokic. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
For Cleveland, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
A multiple MVP winner. I mean, the former second-round pick, Jokic, continuing to add to his legacy.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Thompson outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Antetokounmpo. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Now Wiggins. And the foul on Magic Johnson. That's his first foul. And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Several teams changing it up here.
Let's give a big round of applause to your Lakers hype squad.
Los Angeles on D. Miller outside. From the arc. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Lakers trailed by 21. And stolen by Cousins. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Thomas, no good. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Peyton with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And the Lakers with another turnover here. There's 37 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Miller in the corner. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Outside Thomas. Screen by Cousins. Takes the three. Thomas, no good. Oh, Porter in position. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense, no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And so it's Cleveland.
27. The Cavaliers, 44.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Suggs looking around. Here's Jokic. Over onto Antetokounmpo. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Jokic has got 23 points.
I don't know if this is one of Jokic's preferred spots, but his smooth stroke allows him to cash in from anywhere.
Johnson down low. Nice D from Cousins. Cleveland leading by 19. Jokic, that's a two-pointer. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic. Suggs has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Porter. Giannis outside. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. He takes it in, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Porter so fast on the drive that time, really put the defense in a bind, and they had to foul him as a result.
And the Lakers making a change here. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Jokic doing a really good job that time, concentrating and maintaining his balance despite being fouled.
Johnson outside. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, and out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it.
You know, that's just sloppy basketball, giving away a possession. No real reason for that turnover.
Number 5.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. To the left wing. Outside runner. Buzelis grabs the board. And the team by Antetokounmpo. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And Greg, for Buzelis, basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
Yep, that one goes in there. Antetokounmpo got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
It's Miller on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Hangs in the air. A rebound by the Lakers. 3-on-3. Plays it up and banks it in.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Down low. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Yep, he's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure to date. No doubt about it.
Pass to Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in this ball.
And stolen by Cousins. Wiggins with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Jokic a screen. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
And it's Jokic missing.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Pass to Wiggins. Over Johnson. And it's Wiggins missing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Got it. Good job in the low post. Suggs with the ball. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.